Welcome back to World of Warcraft, Wrath of the Lich King Classic Blind. We got a few things to take care of today. Mainly, finishing everything else in the Skills tab here. Specifically, bows, crossbows, and fishing. And once we have those, we'll have everything maxed that we can. Every kind of weapon, except for wands, which we can't hold. All of our professions and secondary skills. We even know how to talk good, which is amazing. So, the first thing on that list is the whole bows, crossbows business. Our bows are currently too high to get a level each hit without intellect stuff going. But crossbows still have some space to work with. So I wanted to try something out here, see if this is viable, if only for ranged training. Over here, with the little boom bots. Don't know how this is gonna go. They're very explodey. Just stand here. If we tab and shoot. Crossbow level. The problem is the boom bots dying. So it's not perfect. We get a shot off or two. I don't seem to really care too much. If we kind of stand right here. The problem is we don't want to target. Oh, we aggro Dr. Boom. There's explosives. Stood up there is okay. If we try to do it like this, we're targeting Dr. Boom constantly. The boom bots, they explode is the problem. And it's target cycling to Dr. Boom next. Not ideal. It's passable, but it's definitely not as good as the Immortal Ogre, I don't think. Having to constantly switch targets and targeting Dr. Boom. And having an Immortal target dummy really works better, I'd say. It's an interesting thought. And if... shoot the boss? See how that goes. He's over there. He's got plenty of health. This might work.
Not ready yet.
Doesn't seem to be attacking. We are outside of his aggro, it seems. And the explosions. Too far away. Let's see here. Ah. No levels from the boss guy. So that's not gonna work. Yeah. So it cycles to the boss guy, so we can't easily switch between things. These guys die too quickly. So, I don't think this is gonna work out. Like a macro for what? I don't know about that. What am I still in combat with? Is it trying to kill me? Just kind of hanging out over there. Yeah, they're all just named Boombot too. I don't think any specific thing would mess with it too well. I don't think it's gonna quite work. It's an interesting idea. Just a few problems with it. Now, if I can get out of combat here, that'd be great. What I'm still in combat with. There we go. It was an idea. But yeah. If they, like, didn't explode, that'd be okay. But they absolutely do. Well. I think we're just gonna have to go back to the Immortal Ogre. And the Boombots aren't even targetable by macros. So even if we did that. Lots of interesting mechanics out here. Very wild. And while we're here, just gonna go see if this guy's up. If not, that's fine. I'm not expecting it. Doesn't really seem to work too well. But since we're in the area, might as well check. Is reset day, but nowhere near reset time, so probably not gonna work out. But who knows? Maybe it spawned hours and hours ago and nobody came along to kill it. It could happen. Really depends on exactly how AI and stuff works here. Oh, just a pile of void wastes. Alright. Let us heading to auction house. It was a good attempt. It was a good attempt. And now we desperately need to get to the auction house. It's something. It's definitely range would be more awkward by yourself, since you couldn't even use the Immortal Ogre guy, because he would just be in melee distance, and that doesn't really work too well.
Hello.
And that's goods. Sell some stuff here. Some chips. That's pretty much it. So we got a membership reward pet thing here. It is a fish. Amazing. I'm here for it. Yes. Alright. Well, that's not important. Getting pets from actually doing stuff is definitely more interesting. But for now. Thinking Ironforge will work. Then there's also the portal here to the Blasted Lands. Yep. So we'll head back through there once we're done with the auction house here. And oh boy, do we have some auction housing to do here. Some kind of line. That's like a... It's like the... wandering pattern of somebody that has a quest. Wow. Guess we don't really need Question right now. I can probably turn that off. Look at that. Add-ons. And it's also going to stop complaining about us having a slightly outdated version. So that's good. Okay. What do we have here? We got some stuff that needs disenchanted. That'll work. Nope. We trade on the mount here. Kind of looks like it. Bunch of stuff to disenchant. Very good. Probably gonna save us at least a few inventory spaces here. So that's good. There's a greater planar essence. Another one. Oh, this one's also disenchant. I'm gonna try to sell these ones. I don't have huge hopes for it, but you never know. They're level 70. We got all sorts of stuff in this inventory. Quite a mess. So, arcane dust and greater planar essences. Looks more valuable than what we started with. At least, vendor price at least. Auctioneers again. Do a scan. Always a good plan. I do also not have very high hopes that we're gonna be able to sell these juggling torches. Yeah. You never know. You never know. But nobody wants these anymore. One stack of 40? Go for it. Ah. Got some fell iron ore. Very good. We're definitely past the point where we would really need any of these kind of ores. There's some adamantite ores. And the rest of the stack. Got some eternium. Got some corium. Very expensive. A couple stacks of a couple of them. Interesting. Sell some netherweave cloth. Now that's gonna save some inventory space. And one singular netherweave cloth. Got some sun fury signets. Some motes of mana. Some arcane tomes. Got one of these in the bank. So we could grab those all out probably. Shadow Draenite to sell. Some Primal Earths, the combined version. Got a lot of Earth. Stack of 3. We did a stack of 3 there. Stacks of stuff. Not too many modes of fire on sale right now. Thank goodness. Sell the essences. Just stacks of 1 for the essences. 7. What's that? Arcane Dust will just do a big stack. So, motes of Shadow. Sell the rest of the motes of Earth. Just like to have a reasonable price. Put those in the bag. Stack there, another stack there. Got some raptor ribs. Some time lost scrolls. No results found. Yeah, go for it. Some shadow dust. Got some fish. Keep those for the selling fish portion. Here's a pearl. Looks a bit low. It does look a bit low. Go for that price instead. Always worth noting if something has a wildly low price. There's some blood gem shards. I don't know about that. Warped flesh. Light feathers. Got those in the bank, those in the bank. Skystalker Ling of the Invoker. No results for anything. I don't know why it says that's the auction price then. No history. Yeah. I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. There's lots of I doubt it. Let's just try better just disenchanting. probably a better bet. Level 70. I can't imagine there's too much demand for it. Especially as you just get into the higher level content, just get better things from like just quest rewards, basically. Sell the shard. Alright. Okay. Next. We go see what we have in the mailbox. There could be stuff in here. There was in fact some stuff in here. Didn't sell the last bit of the signets there, so that's not ideal. Might have spent for a higher price previously. There's one of the low-level quests flying through. It's gonna be interesting when we are looking at that later. Try cheaper for these. And a fish oil. Try it. And the rest of the segments. It's worth a shot. These things we already have some in the bank. We will worry about that later. Whether or not we want to decrease the amount of things in the bank.
Here there.
And I'm gonna put in these cosmetic doodads on something. We get a little bit more space by getting out the intelligence set here, which now has an additional bit to it. So we're gonna have the weapon. Basically, we need a full set here.
Very good.
Switch in the sword set, which is with the pants, of course. With that. And then, you can see the new stuff we have here. This would be +2, switching out for the sun ring. So that's... We're starting with 378 intellect. Switch this out. That's 380. This is +12, which is pretty nice. The gloves are +4. Hands, yep. We'll bind it to you. Yep, that's the plan. And also, the cane here gets our intellect way up. Unfortunately, we can't two-hand things that aren't very specific things with our Titan's Grip business. But this will do nicely, because we can still wield a ranged weapon at the same time. Save that as the Smarty pants here. Okay. Alright. There you go. Now if we put back into DPS here, you can see which pieces are no longer involved. Basically, it's these three. We won't put those... Oh, we're gonna bring these with us, of course. And the intellect scrolls. And let's see if we can find some intellect boost in something here. Bounce stats, hit rating, agility, crit, expertise, arm penetration. We kind of sold all the just base intellect boosts. Spell power, haste, crit, bloodstone. That's fine. Could find some kind of boost or something, but this will be alright.
Watch, get her back.
Better than we had before, at least. And we can sell the old sets piece here that we have upgraded. Old stuff. And it is all soulbound since we've worn these before. Do a repair.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Alright. Let's get over to a place to train. I think we will be back here later, once we have all of the fish that we're going to be getting. There's also a few other things that I might want to look into purchasing. We'll start by heading over to the last lands here. Luckily this time, we don't have every single skill to be training. So this will be acceptable. We've only got a few levels to get. Of course, the final levels are always the hardest. That's not going to be changing. But, yeah. 352 out of 400. 234 out of 400. We're getting there. We're getting there. Then after we're done, we can get rid of the Dalaran crossbow and bow. Yep. Hello. How's it going? Yes. Silvermon is immune that should be a caster. It's an interesting thought. Might as well. Yeah, I think we've tried something over here before. Don't know if it really worked as well. It's like one of the immune guys. I don't know if those were magic or melee kind of guys. Worth checking out. Worth checking out. The servant guys are all the way in here. Okay. Well, let us pop on our smart set. Equip. Then also crossbow. The faster one. Let's see. Yeah, because if we can actually get a mage kind of guy, that would do much better for using range. Because it wouldn't try to get into melee distance. Just all the way down here in the Serpent's Coil. Cultists and nonsense. That's one adept. That's one thug. Archmage Alistair, level 58 demon elite. Here's a chest. That's exciting. True silver bar. Cool. I've got the scroll here at least. That should help at least a little bit. What else we got? Got elixirs, stakes, other scrolls. Oh yeah. Bad elixir, all stats by 20. Elixir of Mighty Thoughts is 45. This is a bad elixir and this is a guardian elixir. This is gonna increase 40 haste. Haste is good too. That helps. And these are actually better scrolls. These actually have some value. Interesting. Yeah, I don't think we've really found any level 8 scrolls. That's interesting. Get a little buff there then. Both battle and guardian elixir. Yeah, we tried the battle. Here's a guardian. Yeah, what is our intellect up to now? 632. Oh yeah.
I can't do that yet.
Yep. Doesn't seem I mean, we can try the... Oh, this is the crossbow we have on. It should be easily getting crossbow levels. Are we not in the party chat? No. We'll try the other guy then. Hopefully that still works. We're just out here trying to cheese the system. Does it really need to not be cheesed? Is it really so difficult to just get levels? Hopefully the other guy still works. It's a little bit more awkward since he switches aggros and stuff, but if we can still get levels there, it's still better. Hopefully it still works. There's every possibility that it could be... I'm not gonna say fixed, but changed. Because it's pretty clear that this isn't exactly intentional. Let you just farm levels infinitely. I don't know. Stats by 8%. If it works, it works. If not, this could be a much longer process. Especially if we would have to use... Well, probably would still be worth having the full intellect set in order to get stuff. How's this weapon? Not the worst. Not the best, though. Let's see if this even works. It does make us slightly weaker at killing these guys, since we have not a strong weapon. Alright. Fire the crossbow. Yep, this one still works. Weird. We tried all these other things, and what's it do? Just brings us back to Brawl the Destroyer.
I can't do that.
Yep. Is what it is. Should be getting plenty of levels here. In our previous times here,
I can't do that.
we only had problems with, like, the last couple levels. So it should be a very similar story here. Maybe even less of a problem, since we have even more intellect stacked up here. Just wielding stuff. I bet it would not be better to get some kind of intellect having ranged weapon, because it's just a slower reload for the most part. That's really what these Dalaran type weapons are good for. Just pure training. They got a good speed on them. Even though we still need to deal with the cooldown on the actual shoot skill. But nothing extra besides that. That's at least something. So yeah, it really does seem like effort was made to not have this be a thing in other places. There's also other immune enemies that don't seem to work. But he's just over here in Dead Maul Hold. Still working just fine. Of course, it would not work for soloing with range skills here, because he's melee. Yeah. If this didn't work, I think the little bombs probably would be at least a passable option. If I could figure out how to not have it cycle to Dr. Boom himself. But barring that, this is still good. Only a few shots. As we get stronger and stronger with our crossbows, we are hitting damage, which literally doesn't do anything here. As he has 1 health, and we don't have the thing to kill him. That's kind of the whole point, obviously. Yeah, especially the last levels, where you don't get a level for every shot. Much more annoying. Oh, he's coming for us. Bopped him with our staff there. That's fine. Yeah, the staff was a solid addition here. Since we don't need to have any melee weapons equipped all the time here. This works just fine. How long do we think this is going to take? Hopefully not too long. Because I still have a lot of fishing to go do after this. That's going to be fun. Honestly, both pretty relaxing. It's coming over to bonk me. Alright. Yeah. All these buffs we have. Armor, all attributes by 37. Attack power increased. Stats increased by 8%. Attack power. Critical hit, doesn't matter. 45 intellect. 48 intellect. 40 haste. All stats by 20. More crit chance. Haunted. Strength and agility. Melee haste. Damage and healing. Some of those are definitely more applicable than others here. Like, anything that increases our damage, pretty inconsequential for our current expedition here. I don't know if haste is really helping too much either. So current speed is 2. Shoot speed is 1.5. How with haste then? Speed is 2. Whatever. Better than nothing. Yeah, previously we got to around 350 with the bow before we got to the point where we weren't getting a level every shot. We'll see how far we get with this. I think we got up to like the 390s previously. We'll see when it actually slows down here. Yeah, all the intellect buffs are definitely helpful for this endeavor. Silver bar is worth something. My boot's gonna crush us. Prefer you didn't. Yeah, we can still take them with our staff here. It's nowhere near as good as the Claymore and Destroyer. Against these guys, still good enough. Easily good enough. Ultimately, getting all these levels isn't very useful. We're just kind of completing things. That's the main goal here. Still kind of amusing that you can't just fire your crossbow in melee distance. It's too close. Let's see. Very specific range. Yeah, it's alright. If this hadn't worked, and we needed to continue doing this, shoot the ogres in the interim, yeah, that'll work. He doesn't lose aggro too often, at least. So that's good. Shoot some other ogres while we're ready. I'm about to where our non-intellect set was dropping off. We do still have the pants in both the intellect and DPS set, which is hilarious. Let's see how far we can get here. Really need this up. Easier to see more ogres. You have that open.
I can't do that yet.
There's 351, no problems.
Not ready yet.
Alright. And this is why we bought so many arrows earlier.
Can't do that yet.
Because we have a lot of shooting to do. I think we got the cheaper arrows, because it really doesn't make a huge difference when we really only use the bows for their, like, polling stuff. Yeah, just keeps going.
That ability is
This guy. Aggroing on me.
not ready yet.
It's a bold strategy. See how it goes for him. As soon as this guy attacks me, you are
That ability
out of luck.
isn't ready yet.
I see you over there. $65, $66. And we'll finish you off. See how many shots it takes to kill this magic over here. A couple. Definitely slower than just going in with our melee. That's for sure. Nice. Getting to the point where he's out of mana. And he probably just run over here and melee us. Isn't super helpful for us. That's okay. Yeah, there's 373. Still no slowdown. We got enough intellect buffs stacked here. We can just go all the way. It's a possibility. The last few levels were significantly slower last time, so. Don't have super high hopes. Only get one shot off on him. Still something. We bought our netherweave cloth. That's great. If we get some of those things back from the auction house, not sold again, I just need to vendor them. And that's okay. Gets it out of our inventory at least. Let's come back again, huh? Rude. Rude. 389. 390. Yeah, even with level each shot, it still takes a little bit. Getting hundreds of levels here. Nope, did we not get a level for that shot? Possible. Yeah, still going. 394. Nope, no level for that shot. It's slowing down. Well, two shots per level now. Oh no. Get out of here. Go pick up my loot from over here. Aggro. Just bonk me back. I'll be good. Just completely resets his aggro. Yeah, kick me. You know you want to. Hit me. He's trying to destroy me. Exactly how much that helps. I don't know. That's an idea. 396. Almost. Oh, more than 2 shots per level, no. 397. See how many it takes for the last level. That's gonna be the main problem. 2, 3, 4 shots for level 398. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots, 6, 7 shots for level 399. What's it gonna take for the last one here? 2. We're getting much better at the crossbow here. Getting plenty of damage. 3, 4, 5. We're in the way. 6, 7, 8, 9. Very effective against that guy. 10,
That ability isn't ready yet.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It's definitely a lot more. 17, 18, 19, 20 shots, 21, 22. Boy. Last level's not going on down without a fight here. 24. 5. Goodness. 6. 7. 28.
Not ready yet.
29. Oh boy. 30 attempts. Now we switch to the bow.
I can't do that yet.
Yeah, 30 shots for the last level there. My goodness. That's a significant chunk of the process there. And now it's just the bow. And we'll be done. How many arrows do we have left?
That ability
216? That should be enough. We need to grab some more arrows at some point. That's alright. Yeah, getting to the mid 390s, no problem. And then it's another 40-something shots after that. Whether or not it's exactly like a percentage based or there's some kind of hidden XP bar. Because if it's just percentage based, it could go very unlucky or very lucky. Not that getting to your maxed weapon skill level's a huge deal either way.
I can't do that.
Let's move over this way. Maybe I can shoot. Hey. We're all the destroyer. Alright. Let's see if we can get this done before the scroll buff turns off. 11 more minutes. Yeah, probably. It's not a very slow firing by any means. This gets the job done. Phew. Even if we need to do many more shots, it's only like 1.5 seconds per shot. It's pretty fine. 1.6 on the bow. What if range tastes really thin? 2.4. Yeah, whatever. We're good, right? Yep. the last weapon here. Ten more levels. The slowest of the levels. But we already had 350 in the bows, so we at least skipped out on those first 100 shots that we needed to do. So all of our training has paid off before we even got here. That's good. Fire on the mage over there. Yeah, this is just with base level bows here too. Nothing super crazy about it. With a stronger bow, we'd probably hit even better, which would be nice. Not that it's super necessary, but I guess we get the tiniest bit of extra damage when we're pulling something with a bow, a crossbow, or thrown, or a gun. It all works out. Rude. Shoot that guy. Yeah, even with our staff, still doing just fine. 398. Come on. Come on.
That ability isn't ready.
49% threat. The actual threat meter definitely builds up quite a bit here before he resets. That's alright. Not a huge deal. 399. So, could be another 30 shots here still. Very possible. We'll see. Whether it's one shot or 30 shots or more, not a huge deal either way. Gets the job done. Wonder how much damage we've done to this guy in total. Clearly, we're not actually DPSing at all here. But just a thought. Here we can shoot. I can see behind this wall. That's fun.
Not ready yet.
Alright. Kind of like a DPS test dummy. Oh, this guy's coming. Rude. Appreciate if you didn't do that, actually. We also shoot. No. Would like to kick me into a wall. He's fine. Alright. Yeah, just going on firing 30 shots into something else. We would either want to do. We would either not want to do the little bomb guys back out there, or find some kind of mages. Either way would be fine. At least not something in melee distance. Because it kind of doesn't work. Seems to be kind of
I can't do that yet.
fire quicker than the bar fills up here. That's interesting.
That ability isn't ready yet. Not ready yet.
Just to get us into not ready a little bit more too. That's alright. Done. And unfortunately we can't just kill him off. That'd be too easy. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. 400 in every single weapon skill. So whatever we pick up, we can use to maximum ability. Besides wands. We still can't use wands. You still coming? Only fish remains. Yep. On to you. Have back the extra intellect stuff. Should be good. I don't need this all in my bank. Very helpful. Alright. Another good fishing spot to get some food buff fish. Sounds good. We definitely get some solid fish. Go to the cooking stuff here. I think it's probably going to be faster to just go back to Dalaran, but whatever the plan is here. We definitely want to be out in Wrath area to get appropriate level fish. Looks like the value of the fish went down compared to the last time we used the auctionator there. That's alright. What the plan's gonna be here? DPS is equipped again. Go. Some stuff that we could auction, sell. I doubt anybody's actually buying greater, superior healing potions, but whatever. All these other cloths. Soup. Keep the scrolls and all of our intellect set. Yeah, we can go through the dark portal, and then in there was a portal to like Stormwind. That'd be fine, I guess. If we want to make some fish feasts, and lose just an absolute ton of money, apparently. It's also something to consider. Yeah, there's a portal over here to Stormwind. I mean, if we really wanted to go to Stormwind, it would have been just as quick to go to Dalaran, but that should be off cooldown. Probably fine. Alright, so now we're here. Up through this portal leads us down to the Wizard Tower, where we can see some low-level quests. That's back to the Blast Lands. That's not where we need to be. Here is Stormwind. I want to get some fancier food here. The fish feast is definitely the most interesting one. But part of this is because just a lot of the fish. Two of those, two of those, two of those. It's the needlefish. Those are the real kickers. Those are the more expensive ones on the list here. Interesting. See how that affects things. Got the gigantic feasts are only a smaller loss. Small feasts are again a massive loss because of the needlefish. Makes potentially attempting to just farm the needlefish a profitable venture. Taking a boat here? Like anywhere we would take the boat to, probably would have been faster to just use the portal. That's whatever. We'll see what the plan is here. There's a few different, pretty solid spots to go fishing. This is just going to bring us to boring tundra. This guy can just teleport us there.
What can I do for you?
Take this ship to Valiant's Keep.
Be careful.
Why do they even have boats? Good question. Alright, now we can fly. Still the fastest way to get to Oculus. Going to Oculus? This is that way. I still think teleporting to right there would have been faster, but sure. So out here, go to Dragonblight. There's a nice pool in Dragonblight. Right here, Lake Indule. Be a decent spot. We zoom out for all of this area. There's like not really any pools per se in Iceground. It's kind of like the over there. Storm Peaks has some water, but I think most of that's just frozen. Zoldrak. It's like a few pools. Definitely a lot more water down in Skullzar Basin and Helling Fjord. Depends. Specifically, we are at 424 fishing after a little bit of fishing last time. So, another 26 levels to get. Shouldn't be too bad. We are in Dragonblight. Saw some decent fishing spots in there before. It's possible. Definitely one of the more noteworthy lakes out here. Okay. So these were the fish we got last time, basically. This is stuff we're gonna sell. Go to this lake. Auction stuff. Indule Village. There is a guy attacking me. The fishermen. They're aggressive. Let's see, dragonfin spots. Oh. I'll put on the fishing setup. Equip. Hat buff. Just floating over there. My goodness. I really want to get fish anywhere. Schools give the best fish. Yeah. Make it slightly on AFK. See how much some of these are worth. If they compete. The pygmy suckerfish. Oh, that's gone. Dragonfin, angelfish. There's a sculpin. That's worth a bit. Could fly around fishing some higher level fish. We'll see. Let me give it a shot. All the other ghost fishermen here too. See if it's worth significantly more. 2.9. That was 2.4. There's gonna be a better chance in general. There is 425. 4 schools of lake. If you want to get them all. Yeah, could. See how they respawn and everything. Worth a shot. As long as we can try to avoid the fishermen here. Let's get some crystallized water. There's somebody shooting the fisherman there. Stuff going on down there. That's where the other schools are at here. There's one. It's all the angelfin here. Oh, that's nice. He's just undead fisherman. Wild. If we aggro the fisherman, we have to switch back out, like the DPS said. Let's just bop him with the fishing rod. Probably is not going to do too much for us. And the pools don't seem to last particularly long either. That's alright. We'll see what we can get. Yeah, they don't last too long. See, this one's a little close to that guy. Can even fish that far. Either way, there's still good fish here. Got a little bit of money. Again, it looks like the problem is going to be the needlefish. With this set and cooking, we're getting sculpin. Needlefish are... Needlefish are for the dragonfin fillets here. It's a little profitable. And it takes 10 minutes for the schools to come back. Yeah, that seems about right. Very good. Something else? Just kind of fishing. So this should work out nicely. So we're gonna get some crates, we're gonna get some stuff. Mostly we're here for the fishing levels, but all the fish are good too. Got a little bit of money. Which really depends how many fish we end up fishing. Seems like it's gonna be quite a few. They're here for fishing too. And there is fishing 426. It seems like a pretty solid fishing spot. Even getting these sculpins. We're missing the area. We got a nice wide view of the water here. Be wary for any of the schools to come back. We're gonna do some fishing. Sort the stuff as we get it. There's still a little bit of value in the other stuff here too. That all works out. So we got plenty of fishing to do. And we're just going to skip the rest of it. Just a little bit of fishing there. And we're done. 450 fishing. We look at our skills. That's it. That's everything. As good as it can be. Wild. Let's get DPS set back on. There we go. And go and deliver the good news. A big win for us. Ta-da! Only took quite a while. Honestly, it's fine. I'm gonna go back to the auction house. Because we have all these fish. So many fish. We fished out the entire lake. Seems about right. Because he was also fishing the entire time there. So we definitely got good progress. Need to get these turned in. So, in total, we ended up with 7 crystallized water, a piece of driftwood from when we let the hat buff go down, 144 bone scale snappers, 53 pygmy suckerfish, 51 Muscleback Sculpins. And 83 Dragonfin Angelfish. And also 6 crates. Contain scraps, cloth, cobalt, 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 and scraps. Very good.
What's on your mind?
We're going to mix it up a bit here with what we're keeping. We don't need everything that we have here.
Up with you. You got my
Honestly, we don't need a lot of the stuff we have in here, but fish in particular. Going to be doing something with that. Let's put in all of the set here. Space for that. Okay. We'll take out all the other food type things. Stews and the soups and the chowders. Guess we don't really need the chilled meat right now either. The rhino meat and worm meat and warg and clam and egg and mammoth. Take the spices. These other fish. Our hat. We're gonna use that.
Very good.
Gonna sell some of it and make some of the other ones into things. If we check our cooking here, the dragonfly is profit, sculpin isn't, nullfish isn't. The grilled sculpin's actually profit, so we make that. Keep the sculpin. Make the rhino dogs. That'd be okay. And the bone scale. Sells for a bit. So, let's get our cooking hat on here. Start doing some cooking. With our faster speed of cooking, which is delightful. Starting with the dragonfin fillets, which is going to be our new food that we use. 40 strength and 40 stamina. I think it's slightly better than the 80 attack power, 40 stamina. So, dragonfin fillets. Breakneck speed here. So we can make 70 of these. Look at the cooking. The cooking is going out of control. Need to get the fillets here. We're gonna sell the poached sculpin. Since we got better. And we can tell it's better, because this one is 1 gold on the auction house, and this one is 6. So clearly there's more demand when the fish are similar in price to start with. Well, that makes sense. It's just gonna take a little bit here. Don't know if we're gonna bother cooking the lower level fish. Doesn't look like that's as valuable. Also using up some of our northern spices here, which is always fun. Poached sculpin's loss. That's a loss. That's a loss. Grill the sculpin. Auctions for 2. Auctions for 20. I don't think that's gonna actually sell for that much. That's a higher value than stuff that gives better than that. Price level 70. Weird. I mean, it's free. We're not getting any levels for it, but whatever. There's also some value to say. We could have saved some of the dragonfin fillets to get potential future cooking levels, but we can just fish more things in the future. Not gonna be a problem. Do all those. None of those. None of those. I like the rhino dogs. There's 7 of them. We don't need the rhino dogs anymore for the cooking quests. Worm Delight. Grilled bone scale. I mean, if anything, it sells for more vendor price, so I'll go for it. 144 of those we have. My goodness. Yeah, this wouldn't get us cooking levels, even if we could get more cooking levels. Which we can't, because all of our skills are maxed. Amazing. Get all these. And then I'm thinking chilled meat's probably going to be more valuable than other options. Options for 24. I have my doubts. It's just regular food. Nothing crazy. It's a bit better than the crusty flatbread, which is just spewed out by those adventuring supply packs. Maybe. Maybe. We definitely don't need this much food. I'll be fine with just the dragonfin fillets for all of our dungeon needs. There's gonna be plenty of dungeon needs. 83 dragonfin fillets. That should be about get us there. That should be alright. Potentially get some more potions. Might be a good idea. One thing at a time here, though. This one's a bad elixir. This one's a guardian elixir. We can see if there is... I think you can use both of the elixirs at the same time. So, we can find some other elixirs that would work nicely. Could be a good idea. Just absolutely annihilating our chat here. Is only grilled bone scale all the time. Stews are a loss. Sauteed Gabi, technically. The Northrend Gourmet. There you go. We got an achievement. Cook 15 of the Northrend recipes listed below. Oh, there you go.
Light shines upon us.
Totally meant to do that. Completely intentional. Wild. Wild stuff out here. We are absolutely massive chef here. Mammoth has no price data. Blackened trout. Why not? We've got him. And if they don't sell, at least the vendor price is a little bit higher. What else we got? Some Telltale Delights. These are from the fish that we caught over in TBC areas. Why not? Why not go all the way here? Tons and tons of things. How many things have we cooked here? Really getting our use out of the hat here, aren't we? So delight, potentially slight profit. Again, probably just going to be the vendor value. We can give it a shot, though. Why not? We don't have anything lower than that. That'll work. Good, 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 good. Let's get lots of these into the auction house. We're just going to be dumping an entire lake in here, clearly. Alright. Selling the needlefish. Strike rating. Post it. And this one. And the manta ray. And the very expensive needlefish. Got some gabbies. And a couple more. Got some blackened trout for sale. Some orca stew. Shovel tusk soup. I'm expecting a lot of these to just come back to us. That's fine. A bit low. I'm fine with that. Got some chilled meat that we didn't use all of it. Another bit of chilled meat. These. We got some pygmy suckerfish. Check those in. The grilled sculpin, which Which is clearly not actually worth that much. Maybe we put in this for a more reasonable price. Like $1.99. Not being ridiculous here. We're keeping the fillets. Sell this worm meat. Sell these cloth fragments. The warg haunches. The rhino dogs. The clam meat. Some more needlefish. These golden darters. Rest of the blackened trout. Some eggs. Mammoth. So these potions. A true silver bar. These other potions. Room cloth. A bit low, it's fine. Mage weave cloth. And still have a bunch of northern spices. That's alright. These. Those. Don't expect this to actually sell. Throw it all up in there, though. Why not? And a chunk of driftwood. Obviously not. And we don't need our other skull in here either. We're upgrading to fillets. Alright. That should be good for now. Put our good helmet back on. Go put some stuff in the bank here. We can always actually get some more stuff out here. Oh, there's some more sculpting we can sell. And some salmon, some skimmers. Put the good food here. Top up on a potion. Could definitely make another couple bandages here. Grab one. More of that.
Up with it.
Fully prepared here. Heavy bandages. Technically losing money on this. That's fine. Alright. Put the hat away. Perfect. And the rest of these spices. It's only used some of the spices we had. There's enough fish we can sell.
Watch your back.
Okay. A few things still need to go in here. I think we could not worry about this right now. So, more sculpin. If a lot of this comes back to us, our inventory is going to be absolutely jammed with things again. That's okay. And a cart. These we can just sell. I'll be fine. The inventory is looking absolutely brilliant. Love to see it. And back in here.
What can I do for you?
Sell the driftwood, the bow and the crossbow that we used to get all those levels. For scraps.
See you soon.
Okay. Well, that should be that. Very, very good. Got all sorts of buffs happening. Everything's great. And it's time for dungeons of the heroic variety. Next time. Goodbye.